Hey y'all, it's me, Brent. How you doing? Mwah. I'm just trying on this wig of mine that I have. I wore it a couple of times in some older videos, and I just thought, well, why don't I bring it back? Because I do love purple, and it is pretty close to my normal hair texture whenever I like to style it when it was used to be super thick. I think I'll use this one for a little while. And I like it. It does good with my complexion, as you can see from my light over here. Hang on, let's raise that light up there so you can see it a little better. Let's see. Darn show. There we go. See, much better. Anyways, so regarding my lunch brunch or dinner actually, I had with a couple of my friends. It was Crystal and my friend Ava. We all went to IHOP, and it was me, her, and then Lid, and then Elsa, and we got to know each other a little bit better. That was actually a good lunch, dinner, whatever. And it was fun. I was glad that I got to talk to them and hang out with my friends and just have a good old time. The food was okay. I would say maybe on a scale of 1 to 10, I'd give it about a 6.5. I mean, it was a typical waffle. It was supposed to be a strawberry cheesecake waffle, but this batter wasn't really mixed like it. Like they made a regular Belgian waffle, and then they layered a bit of cream cheese over it, and then a scoop of strawberries and a little bit of whipped cream. And I felt like that was probably not necessarily the best, but um, hey, I still ate it. And my daughter stole my hash browns because she wanted hash browns, and it was funny. And then my friend Ava gave me some gifts, and tomorrow I'm going to do a reveal of what I got for my birthday from her. And y'all can feel free to follow her on TikTok and whatnot. I'll tag her TikTok or tag her later so that she can um share her story on her TikTok and whatnot. Look, here behind me, that's my yarn shelf. That's where I store all of my yarn that I'm using for different projects. And then over there, that's where I store my supplies like the fiber fill. And in that box right down there is going to be my new boom mic that I got for when I want to stream and start recording more audiobooks and get that going real good. I want to make that my full-time career because I really enjoy doing audiobooks, and I'm learning how to use Audacity to do the sound editing. But if you have a better program that's free or low cost and it's really good for Windows 11, let me know. Hit me up, and maybe you can help me figure out what I'm not doing right, or how to do it better and get a better sound quality and whatnot. This is just more or less a vlog just because I got a lot of stuff on my mind, and I wanted to just kind of chat a little bit. And then tomorrow I'm taking my daughter to a Vocaloid convention, which is basically I'm trying to think of the best way to describe what Vocaloids are. Hmm. They are holographic people who sing. They're like dancing and singers are holographic people, and they're done in a style of an anime character. The most popular Vocaloid person is called Miku, and she's got turquoise colored pigtails, and there's a bunch of different Vocaloids around. I'm not going to dress up in a costume, but I do have a outfit that I could put together and do like a style of, because there is a character that does have this kind of hair. Her name is, I think it's Uta. Uta. She's an Ultavoid instead of Vocaloid, which is a different type. Ultavoid is more like digitally created. They're more like not necessarily a hologram, I don't think. I think they're more like a where somebody personally created it and it's a digital 2D style character. Um the Vocaloids are really popular in Japan, and they do like full-on concerts where the main character, whoever that concert is, like you could see them in 3D, like it's a 3D watch, you put on your 3D glasses and you can see them dancing around on the stage like they're actually there, but there's actually a 3D thing. You should Google it and check it out. It's not necessarily everybody's cup of tea, but I actually do like them. I used to follow them when I was a teenager, and I still like it today. I still like watching anime, and I still love watching Pokemon of all things and Sailor Moon. Those are my favorites. I also love watching Kiki's Delivery Service and any of the Hayao Miyazaki movies, especially Howl's Moving Castle. I'm actually working on a cosplay for an anime convention coming up for MomoCon, and I want to dress up as Sophia from Howl's Moving Castle. I'm either going to do her or I'm going to do Other Mother from Coraline. That's another costume I'm working on putting together. I really love Coraline too, even though she's not anime, but she's still like I love that style of movie, especially like Coraline's my favorite. My second favorite from that creator is The Corpse Bride. And then, of course, Nightmare Before Christmas, and there's a few other ones that I can't remember. But yeah, that's the kind of stuff I'm into lately. I really love watching anime. I know I feel dorky by saying it, but hey, it is what it is, and I like what I like. And if you don't like what I like, well, that's okay too, because we're all different people, and we're all you know it's okay to like different things and still be friends. Just because one person likes one thing and another person likes another thing, don't mean that you can't be friends. That just means that you have learned to accept who the person is for who they are and not for what you think they are. That's important too, is to make sure that, you come with some kind of a way to meet halfway when you have different kinds of people and different cultures and stuff. It can be tricky, but it is possible. And if you find somebody who's different from you and you still want to be their friend, just try to, be very understanding and not necessarily cooperative, but be like open to different things. That way, if they do start talking about something that you don't understand, you can be like, well, hey, I've never heard of it. Can you tell me more about it? And be like that. I don't know why I'm rambling. I just can't fall asleep. I'm wide awake. I can't comment on my stuff. I was on my friend Crystal's live and I was commenting and I was trying to reply to everybody that was asking me questions. But whenever I selected it, it suddenly started saying that I can't reply to nobody. I can't comment on her live no more. I'm so sad I can't comment and interact with her. I don't know what's going on. I may have to take a break from commenting on my Facebook for a little while, but I guess you'll see more videos of me of trying to respond to everybody, so at least I can not be like, oh no, I can't respond, I don't know what to say, or I'll send you a message or something just to show that, hey, I read it and I'm here to support you for whatever XYZ reason. But yeah, I think that's really all I got left to say, I suppose. But yeah, I'm kind of down a little bit because I can't comment on people's posts. I can comment on my own, but just not on other people's. It's so weird. I'm gonna I need to slow down and like pace myself a little slower. I feel like I've gotten myself too caught up into the Facebook world, and I need to distance myself a little bit away from it and live in the real world and, learn how to make my world the way that I want it and not the way that I want people to think that I am. Like, I don't want to perceive myself one way when I'm really another. You know what I mean? It's and it's something that I've been kind of struggling with a little bit because when you have a whole bunch of different roles as a person, like for an example, I'm Elsa's mom, but I'm also me. And there's sometimes I feel like I want to be just me. I don't want to be not necessarily literally Elsa's mom, but like I want to be the persona that's me as a person, separate away from being Elsa's mother. And I think I'm having a hard time just doing things for myself and getting back into the adulting life where I don't necessarily have to have Elsa with me everywhere that I go, and giving her that freedom to be able to do what she wants to do and go where she wants to go as long as it's in a reasonable request. Have you guys who are parents, have y'all experienced any this, and what kind of advice could you offer for somebody who's struggling with that kind of a situation? It's not really a bad situation. It's just something that I'm working on for personal growth. Anyways, you guys have a wonderful rest of your night. I'm going to try to get some sleep. I might go Facebook Live in a little while, just for like 30 minutes or so, just to see how I do, because like I said, I can't fall asleep. But I kind of really have the hankering to go live just so I could say hi to everybody. Y'all have a good one.